"License and registration," the cop snapped. His voice cracked like a rifle shot, sharp and cold. One hand hovered over his holster. The other clenched into a fist. Sweat beaded under his collar, but it wasn't from the heat. It was from the man sitting still as stone astride a dust-caked Harley on the edge of Highway 67. The biker didn't flinch, didn't speak, didn't blink. He tilted his head slowly, just enough to acknowledge the voice, but not enough to respect it. His face was half-shadowed by road grit and a layer of silence. His jacket was torn, black leather faded to battle grey. His boots looked like they'd marched across countries. His eyes were hidden behind mirrored sunglasses, reflecting the cop's own unease back at him like a threat. A ragged duffel bag clung to the back of the Harley like it had survived wars. No tags, no license plate, just attitude and something darker. Something that didn't belong in sunlight. "Sir," the officer said again, louder this time. He stepped closer. "License and registration, now." The wind picked up like it sensed something brewing. Dust swirled around their boots. A semi screamed past in the distance, but even its roar felt small in that silence. Then, finally, the biker moved. Slow, intentional. Like a man who knew he could kill with speed, but didn't need to prove it. His hand went inside his jacket. The cop tensed, fingers brushing the grip of his Glock, but the biker wasn't reaching for a weapon. He pulled out a wallet. Thick, weathered, quiet. He flipped it open with a single flick. And the world shifted. Not a license, not a badge. Something colder, darker. A jet-black federal credential case, leather scorched by sun and time. A silver eagle, a shield, a 16-point star that glinted like a warning. CIA, but not the kind that shows up in news briefings. The cop's breath hitched. He took one involuntary step back. His hand drifted off the holster. The biker said nothing. Didn't need to. I didn't know, the cop stammered. "I wasn't aware. I didn't—" "You're not supposed to," the biker said. His voice was quiet. But it cut like a knife. Cold, controlled, final. The cop swallowed hard. His training screamed protocol, but his instinct screamed run. He couldn't help himself. Curiosity dug its claws in. "No offense, sir, but you don't exactly look like CIA." The biker's mouth twitched, almost a smile. "Exactly." The silence between them thickened, heavy with things unsaid. "Is there any issue with the bike I should know about?" the officer asked, trying to find footing again. Without a word, the biker reached back to the duffel, unzipped it. Just enough, a flash of red. A manila envelope, stamped, classified, layered with encrypted barcodes, clearance seals stacked like secrets. Then he zipped it closed. "You don't need to know," he said flatly. "This stop didn't happen. You didn't see me." The officer stood there, jaw clenched, heart racing. His voice came out like gravel. "Understood. No stop, no report." The biker nodded once, then kicked the Harley. It roared to life, low and deep, like a beast just waking up. A moment later, he was gone. Just heat shimmer, just silence. What the cop didn't know, couldn't know, was that the man he'd stopped wasn't just CIA. He was off-grid, shadow clearance, no face, no name, no digital existence. His mission, intercept and extract a rogue Russian biotech scientist moving through cartel routes near the border. The intel, carried by hand, buried in flesh, no cloud, no network. The biker disguise? Wasn't a disguise at all. It was who he became when everything else had to burn. He'd ghosted Syrian kill zones, vanished from Moscow rooftops, trained men who didn't exist in languages the State Department didn't acknowledge. The Harley wasn't just a bike, it was freedom. It was silence. It was death with handlebars. A week later, a silent blip echoed in encrypted briefings across the Pentagon. Target extracted, asset secure, no details released, no suspect named. Just one phrase repeated in the shadows. Wildcard. As for the cop, Ray Morales, he never stopped another biker again. Not once. Not ever. He only spoke of it once, long after his badge was in a drawer, at his retirement party, in a voice that trembled as much as it tried not to. "He looked like a ghost," Ray said, "but not the kind that haunts you, the kind that waits, the kind that finishes unfinished business. Most in the room laughed, but not too loud, because some men you don't joke about. And sometimes, on a desert road when the wind kicks up and a shadow passes without a sound, old officers still glance over their shoulders. Not because they saw anything, but because something felt them first. Maybe it was just a biker, or maybe, just maybe, it was the last man you ever want to follow. If this story lit a fire in your spine, hit that subscribe button for more legendary encounters like this.